I am B.S. Patil, Government First Aid College, Dharwad. In previous session, we have seen the basic diagram of CRT and how the electron beam is produced in CRT of cathode ray oscilloscope. In this session, I am going to explain the other parts of CRT, namely deflecting system and phosphor screen. And also, I'll explain the block diagram of CRO with functions of amplifier used in CRO. Before going to discuss about the other parts of the cathode ray tube, now let us see the operating voltages used in cathode ray tube. So this cathode ray tube requires a heater voltage of 6.3 volt AC or DC at 600 milliampere. So different DC voltages are used in the cathode ray tube. The first one is the negative grid voltage. So it is minus 14 volt to minus 200 volt. So the different voltages for the three anodes are used as the positive anode. This anode focuses the beam of electron. So it requires 100 volt to 1100 volt. The one more anode, that is which is used for the accelerating the beam, so it uses still higher voltage, that is 600 volt to 600 kilovolt. So one more accelerating anode is used in some cases, so it requires a still higher voltage, that is 200 volt to 20 kilovolt. So important point to be noted here that the accelerating anode and deflection plates are very close to the ground potential. The cathode is given a negative potential equal to accelerating voltage. So this is done to avoid shock hazard to the operator. Now let us see the deflecting system. So this system deflects the electrons both in horizontal and vertical planes electrostatically. So in case of TV tubes, so this is deflected by magnetically. So in accordance with the waveform to be displayed. The electron gun emits a very narrow, that is a focused, highly accelerated electron beam. So this beam then passes through the deflection system consisting of two pairs of parallel plates, Y deflection plate and X deflection plate. So this Y deflection plates placed horizontally in the tube, any voltage applied to this set of plates moves the electron beam up or down. X deflection plates placed vertically, any voltage applied to this set of plates moves the spot on the screen to the left and right, that is along x-axis. If no voltage is applied to these plates, spot should be located at the center of the screen. So one of the plates in each set is permanently connected to the ground, that is 0 volt, whereas the other plate of each set is connected to input signals or triggering signal of the CRO. Now let us see the deflecting voltages. Either AC or DC will deflect the beam. The distance through which the spot moves on the screen is proportional to the DC or peak AC amplitude. The deflection sensitivity of the tube is usually stated as voltage required for each centimeter of deflection of the spot on the screen. Now we can see the one more important part of the cathode ray tube, that is phosphor screen. The inside wall is screen coated with a fluorescent material phosphor. This material fluoresces when high velocity electrons strikes on it, converting the energy of electrons into visible light and gives the persistence of the rays. These electrons collected by conductive coating. So this is called a aqueous solution of graphite, which is known as the aqueduct. So here this conductive coating deposited on inside surface of glass bulb, which is connected to the second anode. Electrons collected by conductive coating deposited on inside surface of glass bulb. Depending upon the material used in fluorescent screen, it is possible to have green, orange or white light. Now let us see the block diagram of basic CRO. So here this is displays the circuitry arrangement around this cathode ray tube, which forms the cathode ray oscilloscope. Now we can see the different parts of the basic CRO is here. Input is given, the vertical amplifier is there, here delay line is there. Okay, so trigger circuit is there, time based generator, horizontal amplifier, and also the voltages, the high voltage and low voltage required for the CRO is in this basic diagram of CRO. Let us see the functions of the vertical amplifier and the horizontal amplifier. So in case of the vertical amplifier, the sensitivity, that is gain, and frequency, bandwidth, response characteristics of oscilloscope are determined by vertical amplifier. The signal under the analysis is to be applied to the vertical deflection plates through the vertical amplifier. So we know that the product of gain and bandwidth is constant. To obtain the greater sensitivity, the bandwidth is narrowed or vice versa. Now let us see the functions of the another amplifier, that is horizontal amplifier. So here the sawtooth voltage produced by the time-based generator may not be sufficient strength. Hence, before going to give it to the horizontal deflection plates, it is amplified using the horizontal amplifier. The level of amplification is determined by the time base. This is all about the different parts of the cathode ray tube and also the some parts of the CRO, that is vertical amplifier and the horizontal amplifier. So in the next session, we can see the other parts of cathode ray oscilloscope. Thank you.